what happens with this approach is when you enter, if at this point, mind you, you still have your SL. So it comes back to this point, just like, for instance, now, in fact, this is a very good example. This shows you the benefit of entering once and getting out and scaling in, and then when you forget, you start sweating. Now, when you enter here and you hold it until this point, you are stress free. Now, for this guy who is here on this opposite side, he will enter. This is his entry. He will enter here, and his take profit is here. Now, what happens is with scaling in, where you see this, these points, I'll not put the lines because they'll confuse you guys with this other example. Now, this is a pullback here, this one, and then there's this, or a retest, there's this one. Now, this person would have entered here, enter again here, enter again here, and then now wait for it until this point. Now, the problem with scaling in is if you forget, and in fact, this point here, this retest, enter here. Now, the problem is if you do this and you lose, let's say, for instance, you run out of data or you are driving and you enter a place where there is no cell service. Now, what happens? You are scaling in and you wanted to kill the market and to be called the chief of your area. It will hit here, come down, go back up, hit this point and fall. Now, that making you start losing weight, because you now start this level here. Once it goes below, that's the once it goes below this level here, that is your negative. Now, this entry becomes negative. Then it progresses. It passes here. Now, if you, this is already until this point, then now this becomes negative again. So it is this, the negative value of this point, this entry, then below this becomes minus. It becomes minus initial value again this point, and then retest here. Now, at this point here, even if somebody is putting, when they put ice on your head, it melts instant. You'll be removing steam from your head because now of this huge drawdown until this point. Now, the only time you'll be happy is now, like now in this example where it hits this point and then now goes up, assuming your balance, your account can handle this amount of drawdown. If, let's say, for instance, your account unfortunately is not that robust, and then once it comes to this point, then it will blow. But if you have enough money, it will be able to come to this point and then shoot up. And then now, as it progresses, you will now you'll now change from sweating, you'll now be the AC in your house, because now you're feeling hot, you're feeling cool because of the profit you've made. But that is once it passes this level, somewhere around here. So that is the negative bit about scaling in. Are we together until that point?
Absolutely, sir. We are together, sir.
So now, but if scaling, there's somebody who is in the background. Please mute, please mute. But now, if it goes for you, that would mean that you enter here 0.05, you enter again here 0.05. Now, okay, I wanted to show you guys the maximum you can make, but that would have to do maths about the average distance. And that's a lot of math, because I would have to measure this distance. I would have to measure the average distance between each retest so that I can give you the estimated value. But so that I don't make you guys hit maths, what I'll just tell you is this. At every point, so long as it's going up, you compound your profit until it comes here. Then I've showed you the disadvantage of when, like now you don't have cell service, or let's say you misplace your phone, and then now this decides to humble you, either blowing your account or it will then retest and go back up. And as we all know, this is a double bottom. And by the way, there are those people who did not do the quiz, but anyway, let me leave that for another story. Now, with this, you can milk a lot or you can cry. So scaling in is just once it retests on a specific level or price level, you enter, you enter, you enter, you enter, you enter. But there are now two ways of doing this. You can either enter with a similar but minimum lot size, or you enter here with, since the lowest lot size is 0.05, you enter with 0.15, and then the rest you enter with 0.005. Why is that so? So that, like now here, when you enter here with a very big lot size, you'd have made a lot of money. So when it decides to go against you, assuming these are 0.01s or 0.05s, if it is this instrument, now the drawdown will be very low. And because you have this huge amount, it will go minusing until this point. Now, if you enter big lot size, 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 you have finished yourself and you send yourself to the hospital, because now it will go all against you until this point. Either blow your account or then retest and go up. Are we together? Are we together?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let me show you an advert which I downloaded purposely for you guys, which shows scaling in. And for the 90s babies, I'm sure you know this advert. So what have we picked from that advert? So guys, from that advert that I just showed you guys, what can you pick that relates to scaling it?
Boss, what I saw from that video
Yes.
is just like they all started the race at once, but because Duracell has the power and knows about the race and everything, like it could go ahead and finishes the race while others fall on the wait side. So in
Okay.
essence, not everybody that starts the race can actually finish it.
Okay.
That's what I take from
Oh.
it.
But now, are you seeing where when that other battery runs out, what happens?
Fell on the wait side.
Yes. Once it
like they
Mhm.
changed, like it has switched. Once that one run out, the other one take over. But Duracell was the sole one, just started the race and finished it. But the other one
Exactly.
run. Yes, sir.
Exactly. Now, for scaling in, it's the same thing as scaling in. Look at it this way. Those two rabbits, you've entered a buy until this point, yeah? Now, those two rabbits enter at this point. They run, they run, they run, they run, they run. There is that curvature here. Now, this is now, you see where the rabbit falls and then another one comes in. This is now scaling in. Use another rabbit, another position. Here. Then you run like this. You come to this point. You put another position here. It goes like this. You put another position here. It continues every retest on a certain level. You put another position. And in reference to the advert, these are now your habits. The first one, you put another one, back up, another one, another one, another one, another one, another one, and then this. Now you close all these trades that would have opened at this point. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So now with this, you are able to milk this whole movement from here to here. Instead of getting the profit of just this 1,362 pips. What happens is I don't know how presentable this will look, but you guys will forgive me. You enter here, you put until there. You enter again here. Put until here. What is that again? You enter again here. And with this, you make sure you have the same SLs. Don't try to trade scaling without a stop loss, because you send yourself to an indefinite holiday in a hospital. And you do that. This is still the finishing line. Another one here. Till that point. Oh, sorry. Till that point. And then you put another one there. And then you put now this and another one here. So now if you look here, you see the first position that you entered and you set this as your TP. This is that calculator of mine. So this is 1362.3393. Then once this kicks in, and remember we have put it for the finishing line, then this is plus another 1129.0104. Then you add this, which is 103.5649. Yeah, plus 878.1193 plus 755.81826 plus 592.1030 plus 521.8537 plus now I've added this, yes. This one, yeah. Plus this 278.1380. Now, if you can see, this is the total of the pips you'll catch when you're scaling in comparison to this. So that is why guys like to scaling, but personally I don't, because it showed me dust once, and I do not like to repeat things that humiliate me. So now with this, let's assume for all this you entered a 0.05, or let's say 0.010. So that would be that, or no, what did I just do? Just okay, so times 0.010. That's how much you'd make with this. Now, You might look at this 67.98 and say it's very little money. But now when you move to things that have higher PIP values, this one, the PIP value is very low. If you do this with VIX 75, this is going to be a lot of money. Like now, let me do this times 8. I did 0. Telling you today I'm really off. Okay, I'd said time. Oh yeah. Sorry. Now, let me look at whether. God, can someone remember what the total was? Oh, perfect. Yes. Okay, so with this, let's go to VIX 75. VIX 75. My God, today my mind is somewhere else. On the flip side, let's say, let me look for an example where we can look at scaling in. We go to 4. Now let's look at now this. If the starting point was to be here, and then you come back here, send the other position here, you enter here, let's say here. Because guys, the concept about here is having a higher, a lower high. When this is your lowest point, this is a lower high, a lower high, a lower high, all the way until you're finishing your, until where you are finishing the race, rather. So you have another one there, you have another one here. And then let's say this is your finishing point, so that, or your end destination, so that you don't have many. So now here, this would be, you have this, which is until here, which is this amount. Then you enter another position here, or in this case, you send another rabbit to back up the first one. And before I forget, we don't have rights to that video, so that we don't get copyrighted. So that is your second position. This is your third position. There. Your fourth here, yes. Your fourth position. And then there's this one here until this point. So I want you guys to do this addition with me, because as you have noted, I'm losing track. So it's going to be, this is 271 628 point 9733, I believe. Oh God. Okay, 9768 plus this is 40 762 point 00476 plus 143.7798 plus 120 723 .9897 823 point, oh no, 311 point 8112 may confirm plus the last one now plus what's going on. Okay, so plus 597 596 9676.0313. So that gives you a total of 58,246.6682. Now we all know the minimum for 675 is 0.001. So with this, if you enter here with, let's just say 0.001, so that we make the maths simple. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 0.06. Now, when you times it with 0.006, this is how much you make in USD. Are we together? Guys.
Yeah, we're here. We're here.
So,
Yes, sir.
when you scale in, this is the total you make. But if you don't, I hope you can open another calculator and leave this other one. Yes, perfect. Now, with this, you'll be able to see the difference between scaling it and not scaling it. Now, this is a 271,628.9768 times 0.001. Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
So now, this is right now people scaling, because now the person, you'd have started this race of entering your buy with one position of 0.01. One person makes 271 and one person makes 5,749. The same day, the same 95, the same derivative, but they make different due to the approach that they use. So now, the only thing is, the difference is, there's those people who use the uniform lot size. There's somebody who will enter here with a big lot size, like now 0.0, depending on the account, they can enter with 0.05 on this one by itself, and then now put 0.01 as they progress, so that now they make more money. The good thing about that is, as it comes down, the loss will not be as much. Like, let's say now you forget to put this as your TP, and then let's say it goes all the way back down. Now this distance will now start eating into this profit here, so long as it's a big lot size. So it will come to the first level, 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 level. Once it passes here, now let's say it goes all the way down. Now this is where now you start sweating tears. Bullets, donuts, whatever you can call it, and you start seeing double, because now all this, there's nothing that is being able to cushion you from all these losses. So now, plus the negative, the drawdown of the 0.05. So if your account is not strong enough and it does not retest on this level and go up, then you're screwed. You'll have to close with that loss and then enter again later. Yes, so that, I think, is all I had for you guys today on scaling in, unless there's somebody who has a question for me.
Hello, sir. I have a question.
Yeah, shoot.
All right, sir. In the first analysis you did in the scaling,
Yeah,
with the trend line before you move to this V75.
yeah,
Yes. Though I find it like it's similar with this one you just did, despite the fact that you didn't put your trend line before scaling out your positions.
yeah,
Okay. Now in this aspect, whereby I already know it's going on an uptrend,
yeah.
and I could scale where I could enter each positions.
Mhm.
I could yield profit, and also where I could see my stop loss also. But
Yeah.
is it advisable to enter a trade when it's on a ranging market or after it has broke through that trend? That is my question.
Arranging market, or rather the horizontal.
The trend, despite the horizontal line, despite it's going on that trend, is it advisable to trade on it after drawing your trend lines, your resistance, your support in that trend lines, like the way you did it the first video you made analysis from?
Oh, this one here.
Yes, sir. Exactly. Is this advisable to trade on it? See, after it broke to the trend line, I see your after it came after, like it broke to the trend line. I saw it broke to the trend line. I came back for a retest before coming down, before selling. So is it advisable to, like, let's wait till it break out from that uptrend before entering the market after the retest, or we should just scale the positions with a low lots, with a low account? I mean, that's my, I don't want, like, when you know you avoid zero drawdown. That's why I'm just asking, sir.
Okay, when it is horizontal, do not, you need it to be like this, where you have a staircase. In fact, this is a staircase. So each, let's say this is ground floor, it takes you to first floor. You enter, you climb up, it brings you to, this is now another floor, like that. But
Yes.
when it's horizontal, don't do it, because now when it's arranging market, in fact, today you are very lucky that everything, both negative and positive, is here. Like now, okay, this we can say from this point, from this point, this is arranging market or horizontal. So here,
Yes, sir.
what you do is you go to a time frame. If you want to eat this thoroughly, like a hider,